Well, hello everybody, I'm Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor. Today we're going to be talking about the one thing that all successful people have. Now, when we think about success, there are a few things that really jump to our attention. We think about wads of cash, and we think about, luxury yachts, expensive supercars, all the trappings of success, all the things that go with it, all the wealth. Yet, sometimes success isn't about those things. Sometimes it's about other things. We'll get into that another time. Today specifically, we're going to be talking about the one thing that I've noticed that all successful people seem to have, regardless of how they are successful, regardless of which way they are successful, whether it's a sportsman, a businessman, or even a criminal. Well, the one thing that all successful people seem to have at their core is certainty. They are absolutely 100% certain. What do I mean by that? Well, the best and clearest example of this I've actually ever seen was actually in a criminal. So there's this great book I read called Catch Me If You Can by Frank Abagnale Jr. Now, if you've seen the movie Catch Me If You Can starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, then you know what I'm talking about. That movie was based off this book. But the book goes into a little bit more detail about what he actually did. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the movie, in this a young man went away and he basically did a series of cons in order to cash a series of checks and make a hell of a lot of money. So he pretends to be a pilot, he pretended to be a lawyer, a doctor, and even a sociology professor. Now, in each of those cons, he required one thing. He had to bluff his way through. And he bluffed his way through better than anyone else I've ever seen. And he did it all between the ages of 17 and 19 years of age. He had an absolutely astounding level of certainty about him that just floored anyone who met. Whoever has the greatest certainty out of two people at a meeting will always win. That's exactly what Frank played upon. And yet, he was highly successful as a criminal. So it doesn't matter what field of success you're looking for or what area that you're looking in, certainty is absolutely key to it. Now, of course, there are other things that are going to be key to success. It's not the only thing, but certainty is something that you need. And I personally have seen in my own life that the more certainty I have, then the greater and more successful I am. So in order to build your certainty, there's usually three key ways that it happens. One is your experience. The more experienced you get, then the more certainty you have. And I can personally testify to this in my own life, that the more experience I get as a chiropractor, then the more certain I am around what I tell people. Second thing is in what you're reading. So your readings are very, very important. If you're reading crap, if you're reading nothing, then you won't get certainty. If there's an area that you are uncertain in, then reading is very, very important to build your certainty and build your level of knowledge around that uncertainty. So the more knowledge you have about something, the more certain you will be. Finally, your associates. Who you spend time with will have a direct impact on your certainty. And especially if you're hanging out with people who are more successful than you and who have already done what you want to do, hanging out with those people will help build your certainty like nothing else. Those are the three ways. So let me ask you a question. Where are you uncertain? Where can you build certainty? What do you need to do to build your own certainty? And where are you most certain? Because you'll probably be most successful in that part of your life. As usual, I'm Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor. Have a great day, everyone.